Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is time for more Shadowrun Returns. Sam Watts, upset with me. Getting the music back on. Ouch! I burned myself on my coffee. I wasn't born for this. What about you? I think I'll find a better class of people to hang out with. Me, I do this. It's the only life I know. Or I'll find a safe house out of town. Lay low. Renraku has a long memory. Obviously, me, I do this, man. It's the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Aw, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Yes, you can drink to me. This is good dialogue, to be honest. You stare at Sam's face on your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on that list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 million insurance policy payable when you find who creased me. Alive. I love that. Creased me. What a great term. That's so good. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet? Lawyer, the camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, blah 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 has installed a secure dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. I guess I'm investigating the death of my friend. Sam straightens up. Talks seriously. First time. Look, Day9, I've led a Drek life and I probably left a Drek corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself, I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? Let's see. I'll get to the bottom of this, someone will pay. I'd say I've traded a drinking buddy for a paycheck. I'd say my schedule's pretty clear right now, or 100,000 million buys a lot of drinks. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. If, when my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. I like the idea of being respectful to the dead. Dead man's switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts. Whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for Noyam, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing Barron's has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. I love isometric graphics so much. I'm in the back. I'm zooming in so I can see more employees only beyond this point. Press conference tonight at 5 PST. Smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Sweet. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job," a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Oh god, the dialogue in this is so good. "Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir?" "Are you the coroner?" "I'm John Dresden. Hope he's related to Harry Dresden. Organ Grinder's branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are?" "Day 9. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder." He frowns. "Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. But what makes you think he's here?" "Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull, and I followed it here." "I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead?" Sam did when his heart stopped. 100,000 yen was wired to, I guess it's new yen. Like, because in the future, everything just becomes Japanese. Yeah. Was wired to secure account in my name. I find the killer, I get paid. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Dwarf raises his eyebrow, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. "A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here." This guy runs. Let's run together, friend. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Emerald City Ripper? He sighs. "Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim." "Delicious, a trophy hunter. What was it?" "Watt's liver was clearly cut out." How about the other lucky contestants? Yes, I would like to be a little bit wry about the whole thing. That sounds great. First victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. "Oh, McCluskey. Dresden, get out here." "I'm running." "I'm here about the new Ripper victim, Sam Watts." Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. McCluskey. "So, this new Ripper, Vic Watts. Name's familiar? Didn't his mother kill herself a while back?" Coroner frowns. "So you insisted at the time." He chortles. "Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority." "Now, let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge." I sense that I'm going to be doing a lot of reading today. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. "So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon?" Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. "You're no damn help, dwarf." I like my McCluskey voice. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. "Who the hell are you?" "Oh, I need strength 4 to call him Lumpy." "I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing?" "Nah, I don't speak ungrammatically." "I'm new in town. You're the welcoming committee?" "Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding this killer." "No, fuck him. I'm gonna say I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee." Bam. "If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on the slab. I hope I kill him." He looks back at the dwarf. "Dresden, get me more. I am putting someone on a..." Sorry, my contact blipped. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. What a Deutsch. Talking to Dresden. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Let's see. Sam was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor. I believe in favors and honor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another $10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. Yeah! Honor-bound, motherfuckers. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold the leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was it that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Sounds like you disagreed with the findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were some unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of millions, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days, Organ Grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though, and they don't care where the bodies come from, either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around these body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay, I guess I'll go do that. Alright, we got some karma. I love this interface. So, the most I can go up to is 11 on quickness, so that's good, because I totally want to go sniper moding. Alright, let's see here. You know, I think I'm just gonna level up the rifles, I'm thinking. Auto reload. Ooh. Wow, I can get rifle up pretty dang high. Maximum for elves. Oh, I can go up to 11 in any stat that's in this area, right? So I can, like, I thought I only had 11 points in the entire quickness category. That's good to know. Let's see, maybe my spells? Acquired for decking, drone control, drone combat. I might do some summoning later. That seems pretty sweet, but, you know, honestly... Oh, wait, I'm playing on very hard difficulty, aren't I? You know what? I gotta stay focused. I'm gonna start totally leveling up this quickness category. I think I'm gonna hold a bit until I get more rifles. Just gonna... saving my karma. Alright. I'm gonna begin looking around. Basic med kit, yeah. Dock wagon basic trauma kit, yeah. Anything else in here? Ooh. Alright, here's the usual maneuver in any game like this. See objective, do everything first, then do objective. Got some basic med kits, good stuff. Picked up other organ. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstress Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Take it. Oh, I just received money from that. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like evidence that I could use. I just stole money from the dead. I didn't know. I didn't know that that's what I was doing. Urgh. Well, whatever. I took money from the dead. Let's look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Let's look at the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note, given the torn off bits and blood stains. Sam, I feel terrible that we are arguing, blah, 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 blah. We have been long to Sam, sorry, see you there, love Jessica. Do you lose karma for doing that? No, I got all the karma done, like, fine. Oh, this centers me, I see. And let me just check one more thing in here. Action pool. Can't wait for that to get really high. God, I want that to be high as hell. Cyberware? Ooh. Oh, it's like, oh yeah. All right. So do I not have the spells that I had before? I love games with good writing. I love reading text. I think my favorite part about Mass Effect was the codex. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open the drawer. Cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. There's just a live dude in there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? Let's see. Latest Ripper victim. Do you know? Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and again. Over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John! Is this guy cool? Dresden. Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man's switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses, might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. The name's Jake, and you are? Call me Day 9. No, nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Day 9. And well-mannered, too. Such a rare thing in this city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy, he was hanging at the Seamstress Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did, but out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some Sokyoff after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are always dirty anyways. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John, you're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you should get a free night's stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyways, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice every now and again. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But the stench of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? I like to keep my distance. Got a rifle? You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Yes. Just a minute, let me tell me about this gangers. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. You got a battle incoming. Heading to the Barrens. It's the Barrens. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle Sprawler. Sooner or later, you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business. The Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. it's a little goofy. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, core diet, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. This writing's really good. Game autosaved. This reminds me so much of Fallout. I like this little effect when you wander behind things. Pretty good. Oh, move the trash out of the way. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. Open the safe with Jake's mag card. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. You take the gear! I'm in a battle. Do I have anything else? I have my rifle. Spells. Okay, there's a street thug. There's Jake. Let's take some cover. No way I don't want to do this. Aim shot. Got him in the head! Bam! Oh, I'm controlling Jake. Okay, Jake, what do you got, man? You got a pistol? You got a fist? You got flamethrower. Oh, I thought I was going to be, like, out of control. Alright, we're both taking cover together. I hope there's no grenades. Oh, I hope there's no grenades. Guy stands up and throws a grenade. Alright, let's... Oops, no, don't do that. Keep firing. You know what? Aim shot. Take him out. Take him out. In the head. So welcome to the Barrens. I guess I need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good dead drops are so hard to find. Same dreck in every city these days. So I should invest in real estate around here. Well, at least they weren't too dumb to break my maglock. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with these Halloweeners. No, let's not deal with the Halloweeners. Let's get equipped. Any cyberware? No? How do I swap out weapons? Cool. Alright. When we come back, I'm just gonna keep playing the game because it's day 9's day off. Yes! This game was chosen on a whim. For once, I waited literally till like the night before and was like, oh, I still don't want to. And then I just chose this. And this is so far up my alley, I can't believe it. This is just right up the alley. This is just so far and away up the alley, I can't believe it. So let's rock out to some music. I'll be back in a jiffy.